Hey, I'm playing Walkin Back to Georgia by Jim Croce for a request by a friend of the Morristown Uke Jam in Sweden. And I'm playing straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So, if you want to play this song on ukulele, take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be anywhere near New Jersey, Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial together with a slow motion close-up play along. Now here goes. Walking back to Georgia, and I hope she will take me back. Nothing in my pockets, and all I own is upon my back. But she's a girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hard, loving Georgia girl. Walking back to Georgia, she's the only one who knows how it feels when you lose a dream and how it feels when you dream alone. But she's the girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hard, loving Georgia girl. Georgia, can you hear me calling? I'll be home in just a while. And if I had to, I'd be crawling just to share another morning smile. But you're the girl who said you loved me on that hot, dusty long ago. And if you're still around, I'm gonna settle down with you, my hard, loving Georgia girl. Because I'm walking back to Georgia, and I hope she will take me back. Nothing in my pockets, and all I have on is upon my back. But she's the girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hard, loving Georgia girl. Sweet, Jim Croce. Yeah, you know, he spent most of his life not far from here. Not in New Jersey, but in eastern Pennsylvania, New York City. Most of his short life. Okay, what did I do? I used an arpeggio, sort of a strum arpeggio. I will show you an easier way to do that. If you're a beginner and you don't want that, you can just do the most common ukulele strum in the world. Down, down, up, down, up. Here's what it'll sound like. So I'll do both of those at the end in slow motion so you can follow along if you want. But I really like the strum / arpeggio. What he did on guitar was far more elaborate than what I just did. It was much simplified. But what I like to do is take something that's harder than I can do and try to identify the critical elements like that dusty Macon road. Right? That's easy. It's an easy thing to do, and I'll show you in just a minute. But to me, it was like that. Okay, that piece I can't miss. I need to put that in, or it'll sound too simplified, right? But the strum arpeggio that I did, I thought sounded real pretty. If you twin it right up with the CD, no, it's not exactly what he did. But it's a regular ukulele arpeggio that you can do. By the way, I was playing a high G, because Lucas in Sweden plays a high G. But it sounds really lovely on a low G. So you got a low G, don't switch. I actually liked it better on the low G, but that would be subjective. It sounds very nice on the high G, so I played it on that. Okay, and I would play it exactly the same way on a low G. I would play exactly the same pattern that I'm about to show you on a low G too. So regardless of what you have, you can play it, and it'll sound very nice. All right. So what is that strum slash arpeggio I did? Here's what I did. I'm just going to stay on the D and do this. Right? I'm staying on the D. Here's what I'm doing. One finger, light strum. Right? It's a smooth glide. I got a fingernail, but it doesn't matter. If you don't have a fingernail, it'll sound really nice too. Now what did I do? From there, counting in an arpeggio, generally speaking, you got 4 fingers and 4 strings. Ignore your pinky if you accidentally got yours cut off by a horrible, chainsaw incident. Well, not a problem. You still have 4 fingers. You got 4 strings. Put one on each string. And usually with arpeggios, I don't come off of there. Okay, I did actually break that rule with that little run. I'll show you that in a minute. But for the arpeggios, usually you got 4 strings and 4 fingers, and you can leave them in place, and they each own one string. That's how this works. So strum, and then counting from the floor, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, I'm doing a D. From the floor up. I know that sounds a little weird, but that's tradition. I think hundreds of years of tradition with guitars and violins you don't hold like this. But anyway, lutes, whatever. I didn't make that part up, so I'm not going to change it. Strum, and then the top string up here is the 4th string, right? So strum, 4, 3, 1 and 2 together with both of these fingers. I'm putting them off together, right? So strum, that's the first 4. Strum, 4, 3, 1 and 2. And then 4, 3, 1 and 2, 1. Sorry, 4 again. So that's it. So actually they're all moving down, aren't they? The strum goes down, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. Here's how it fits in. Then it varies a little bit. I lied. So with the C and the G, you only have half as much time. You don't have a full measure. You only have a half a measure. So all I do is the first half. I start the arpeggio again. The strum, right? Strum, strum, strum. So that with each chord change, you get the strum. You get the first half of it at least. If you have time, you get the second half also. That's it. That's the arpeggio. I just taught you all there is to learn about that arpeggio. I'll do it in slow motion in a moment so you can practice if you want to learn it. I'll also do the strum in slow motion. But that's all there is. So if you find it difficult, just realize there's only like this much to learn. You might have to practice to do it comfortably, but you can. Because I'm not that good. You could do it. All right, here goes. Now, what else did I do? I tell you what, I'll go over the way I did the chord transitions, see if there were any tricks there. I'm not sure that there are or not. But then in the chorus, there's that. I'll show you that when we get there. So, starts D. It's a hop to an E minor, isn't it? There's really no trick there. You just have to jump to it. Sorry. But then you can kind of roll your middle finger back to the C. Slide it 1 fret and drop the other 2. And then I guess you're going to slide the ring finger down 1 fret. I think it's easier to make the chord transitions. If you're having difficulty with the chord transitions, it's easier to figure out where your fingers are staying put or are moving only barely. So like from the D to the E, all right, everything's moving. D to E minor. But then the E minor, your middle finger is the one that's barely moving. The other 2 pick up, right? But this one just kind of rolls. And then this one, again, the middle finger, it just slides 1 fret. So that's kind of your stability. And then your ring finger is the stability. Everything else moves, but your ring finger just slides 1 fret. Okay, what about the chorus then? From the D, you have to jump to a B minor, which is pretty much a jump. Bar and 1 finger down. But she's the girl who said she loved me. Yeah, everything pretty much jumps to there. I'm not hot, and everything jumps there. Sorry, these aren't easy chord transitions. I don't have any tricks other than learn them and be able to make them quickly. Hot, dusty Macon road. Now here's how I do this. So I'm going to show you this hand too. The C is easy, right? It's a strum, and now I'm breaking my rule. Remember I said the arpeggio is usually one finger per, right? That would make my ring finger the one for the A string. But I'm strumming with my index finger, and then I use these 2 fingers. I'm only having to move this finger 1 time, or I'm dropping an index here, and then I'm picking it up. So it's, that's it. So strum, these 2, and then index again. So she's the girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hot, lovin' Georgia girl. That's it. That's the whole song. That is the entire song. That is all there is to learn. So I'm gonna, in just a moment, I'm gonna do a slow motion close-up play along so you can follow along watching my left hand with all those transitions. Actually, I'm not sure this one will help. I'm not sure the close-up part will help, so forget about the close-up. I'm just going to do a slow motion so you can see both hands. I'll close up, I'll move in a little closer so you can't see my face. You'll just see both hands. But so you want that, again, if you're having trouble with chord transitions, I find that it's easy to practice. It's effective to practice them in slow motion. So that's the purpose of this slow motion play along. So I'll go through the intro, the mm-ms, the verse, and the chorus, all in, and then probably back to the mm-ms, because we always go back to that after the chorus. I'll go through that slow motion close-up. Stick around for that if you want to. If you don't want to, then don't. But hey, if you like the video, please like the video. You want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, of course. You want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, check out our Meetup page and our Dropbox, and then come play with us. Now here goes. Let's see. How close can I get and still play this? All right. Intro, mm-ms. Verse, chorus, mm-ms. Here goes. I'm going to do, oh, I said I was going to do the strum too. I'll tell you what, I'm going to do the strum first for beginners, and then I'll do the arpeggio. And I'll do them both all the way through, like I said. Here goes. Slow motion here. Here, I'll focus on this. I'm walking back to Georgia, and I hope she will take me back. Nothing in my pockets, and all I own is upon my back. But she's the girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hard loving Georgia girl. And I did the finish. It's a B flat shape up on the 5th fret. That's an F. Excuse me, it's a D. That's a D. Okay. So what about now? Slow motion, close up with, slightly close up at least. Yeah, I can do that. With the strum arpeggio. Here goes. 1, 2, 3, and... I'm walking back to Georgia, and I hope she will take me back. Nothing in my pockets, and all I own is upon my back. But she's the girl who said she loved me on that hot, dusty Macon road. And if she's still around, I'm gonna settle down with that hard lovin' Georgia girl. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.